Good evening, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. I'm back after like 4 weeks of languishing in 30-degree,
Yeah,
90% humidity weather.
You have been absent for 2 weeks, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And to translate that to America, that was fucking hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 90 degrees with a lot of humidity.
Yeah, this
in
is like
freedom units.
directly after I had my close encounter of the heat stroke kind, so... Oop, that is the wrong color.
Also, I can be louder than
the rest
usual
of the
tonight.
week.
I have no idea what either of you just said.
I was just saying I can be louder than usual tonight because my mom and stepdad are on vacation right now.
Nice.
Nice.
And on my end, we aren't going to get any more heat anytime soon because we're due for rain for the rest of the week.
That doesn't mean it can't be hot.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's not going to be hot. The highest it's going to get is like 24 in non-freedom units rather than 32.
Plus,
Can you speak American, please?
I don't want to fucking do the math to convert the Fahrenheit. Do it yourself.
It's gonna be in the 60s for him, for us.
I wish I could have that.
That's what it's been for me this past week. It's been really nice and down in
Lucky.
the 50s and at night.
As opposed to it being almost 90 in my office, it's now 77 in American units because I have a thermometer right next to me.
Oh, that's still too hot. That's hot.
Lately here, it's actually not been as bad as it had been. Temperatures
And as soon as I say that, my thermometer goes insane.
Yeah, temperatures from like high 70s to mid 80s, but that is with like 60%. Wait, no,
Also,
that's not humidity. That's the low. Hold on.
To be fair, part of the reason my office is usually so warm is because my computer is a space heater.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who would have guessed that cooling 16 tiny cores was so hard?
Probably whoever made the thing.
I wish these weekly forecast things would actually show you the humidity on the forecast itself.
Yeah.
That would be convenient.
Yeah.
But humidity is definitely like above 70 lately. But
Humidity 88% here. Yikes.
Oh, that sounds miserable.
Thankfully, it's actually not too hot, so all it does is feel sticky rather than boiling.
That's almost
what's
worse.
gross about it.
I'd take that over it being like 90 degrees with this humidity.
Fair.
See, that's why I like dry heat. I hate muggy heat.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in a desert, so...
Same.
Me too.
Unlike me, I grew up on a fucking lake where it was always humid.
Okay, listen, I'm in Minnesota.
Lake Ontario.
I'm in Minnesota. There is so much water here for a landlocked state.
I mean, it is the land of 10,000 lakes.
Exactly.
I grew up in Ontario, which is pretty much the same way.
I do not like it.
I'm surrounded by a few lakes, so I know your pain.
But the worst part is, like... I grew up on the north shore of Lake Ontario, so we got lake effect humidity.
Oh god.
Because, it's basically a fucking ocean.
Yeah.
Why are lines
like
hard?
4 oceans.
Oh, boo.
What?
I just got a unique item, but it's ethereal, and that's bullshit.
Okay.
And it's something I can't put a Zobber in. It means it doesn't repair. If it breaks, it breaks.
So, curse of vanishing.
Yes, basically. Yes, exactly.
Mm.
Good item, too. So how's everybody's week been going?
All right.
Stressful.
Pretty good.
Mostly because of yesterday. Like, yesterday was just very stressful.
Mm.
Because, for context, my mom and stepdad boarded their flight about 4 hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
But last night we found out that the flight they were originally supposed to be on today was canceled. It was canceled back in April.
What?
And we didn't get the notification because somebody at the booking website they used typoed their email address.
Oh, that just reminds me of something that Picaspri was dealing with about this time last year, where the government misspelled his last name and he had to go through a bunch of hoops to get things fixed so he could actually function in the eyes of the government.
Yeah, sounds like fucking provincial government nonsense to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we know it was a typo because when on their side and not on our side, because when my mom first made the booking, she got the email with the reservation number and everything. But when the person she called at the booking company told her about the cancellation, she read out the email wrong. So, and I did look on their email and there was no second email from the company. So, yeah, the typo was on their end.
What I had happen to me is significantly less stressful, so it didn't really affect my week. But recently, basically my entire family got new phones. And me, mom, and dad all got variants of the Pixel 6. They got theirs today. But because mine has been stuck in Canada Post hell for the past 3 days, I'm not getting mine until the 15th.
Oh, jeez.
Sucks.
I, too, am having some trouble with the post office and bullshit with that. I ordered some stuff over last weekend, and they were supposed to... The majority of it came yesterday. And the last thing was supposed to come today.
Yeah.
But it never left Kentucky until midnight yesterday, or today, rather. And a journey from Kentucky to New York State is not a fast journey. And then I get the email like by the end of like a few hours ago saying, "Oh, there's a delay in it." Like, no shit.
Yeah, that kind of stuff happens.
And it's like, I'm not complaining about it. It's no big deal. It's like literally the most minor thing of the package collection I bought. But it's like, you could have sent me that email when it just left Kentucky at midnight. I knew for a fact it was never going to make it.
What blows my mind about my phone situation, though, is that my parents' phones shipped via air freight from Ontario through Purelator, and my phone is shipping ground via Canada Post. Purelator is 90% owned by Canada Post. So what the fuck?
Maybe that 10% is fucking things up.
It really makes me... It warms my heart knowing Canada has as much bullshit with their mail system as we do.
Oh yeah, Canada Post is fucking awful half the time, and they don't work on weekends.
Dark, your ears are annoying.
Okay.
Good enough.
Hey, at least none of us have to deal with the crazy import regulations of Brazil.
Oh boy.
Jesus Christ. I feel bad for money.
Like, there's not much story to this. It's just a general annoyance, and sometimes even more than that. But Brazil has really strict tariffs and, importation rules. And to kind of show how that tends to go, the PlayStation 2 was not officially released in Brazil until, I believe, 2012.
Brazil.
Because of all the regulations.
That's crazy.
Jeez.
It's one of those like, oh, we can't have, foreign influence in our country, so let's make it so they can't put anything in this country, that type of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
That is the reason why computer hardware is exponentially more expensive in Brazil than anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I complain to the heavens about fucking exchange rate. At least I'm not in Brazil.
Yeah.
And the thing is, there's worse countries out there that have it, that have worse exchange rates.
Yeah. But yeah, trying to import something into Brazil often ends up costing like a couple $100 extra just
Jeez.
because of tariffs.
See,
I remember. Go ahead.
I don't understand the whole idea of tariffs in this day and age because, like, really, what is it stopping?
Yeah.
It's just a way to milk more money from the people in the end.
When I built my PC, I had to import my cooler from Europe since they don't sell them directly here. I ended up paying like $60 in import fees. That's fun. $60 in import fees on a thing that would have cost me like 120 otherwise.
So what else is going on?
I finished my queue for Voidlings, which is why I'm working on this tonight.
Oh, wow. Impressive.
Nice. Good job.
I actually pre-ordered Scarlet.
Nice.
Pokemon Scarlet.
Nice.
Yeah. I had some gift card balance on Amazon, so I was just like, I'll just pre-order that.
Nice. You might get it early.
Yeah.
I hope you do. That'll be awesome.
On the topic of video games, one of my friends gave me access to their GOG copy of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, and then yesterday, GOG decides to send me a 50% off code for the Mythic Edition when I can't fucking afford it. Fuck you, GOG.
I mean, I'm not sure that this is really their fault.
Oh, it's just a happenstance.
Yeah, I know. I'm being old man. Old man yells at cloud here, but
okay.
It sucks because the Mythic Edition is usually like 120 here. I would be getting it for the full price of a full price base game in the US.
Jeez. What else was there?
I have an art gig this October.
Ooh.
It's like a craft fair kind of thing, but I was like, my friend was like, hey, I'm inviting you to be a guest in this thing, make an inventory for it. And I'm like, what's the theme? She said it's in October. What do you think the theme is? Thank God.
Of course.
Well, I was invited to the one in July. But with the theme that they had, hell no.
What was the theme?
Christmas in July.
Yeah.
I hate the idea of that. I don't want to be reminded of something that happens at the end of the year during the summer.
Out of curiosity, why not?
I don't know. I have no.
I marches on, and that's scary.
See, the reason why I would not like it is because of the fact that I'm kind of offended by the existence of Christmas in general.
It's just a pagan holiday that we all celebrate.
Yeah, and if you move it to July, even though like it's still like if you move it to July, you're also kind of stealing the summer solstice.
Yeah.
Oh, at least it takes place long after the summer solstice.
Yeah, it depends though, because like the summer solstice is late June, and months are a societal construct.
Thinking about it, like Christmas in July is such a weird, like, game of telephone with holidays.
It's because Hallmark. The real origin of Christmas in July is Hallmark.
Right, but like So it's, not about the Christian Christmas, right? It's about the, very much the corporate
Commercial.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Commercial Christmas.
Ah, yes,
So,
the Christmas
like-
that starts in September.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just so many layers of obfuscation regarding this Christmas in July thing. Like, thinking about it, I'm just like, holy shit.
That's gross.
Because, like, you have to go back to the commercial holiday, then the Christian holiday, then wow.
Yep.
I mean, they've already made every holiday commercial as it is. I don't
Yeah.
want to have
Yeah.
2 Christmases.
I think the reason for Christmas in July, beyond the corporate shenanigans, is because there's not really much in summer besides, like, 4th of July, fireworks, barbecue, whatever. But there's nothing that's, like, really huge.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of summer. We all get a breather from it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to be making some little needle-felted jack-o'-lanterns, some skull pendants and earrings, and all sorts of themed appropriate things.
Nice.
Oh, speaking of skull pendants, this is one of the things that came in yesterday. I'll send it over voice context. These are going to make amazing amulets.
Ooh,
Ooh.
bird skull.
Yes.
I like it.
Thanks. I'm so happy I was able to do the smoky effect with the ink and the resin.
I want one.
They're so fun to make. Do you know there's just one problem with this mold, though, to make it? They're a pain in the ass to get out because of the eye sockets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you have to pry it open and get like a third hand and pull them out. That's not a joke. I had to have my mom help me. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be making like amulets. I'm going to try to find what beads do you think would go good with that? Like wooden beads, kind of thing.
Okay. This is gonna sound weird. If you can find bone.
Bone colored beads, because I don't think I'm ever going to be able to find real bone beads.
You might, but yeah, something that's like not necessarily bone colored, but the texture is probably important too.
Okay, I think I know where I can get beads like that, actually.
Okay. You can find like animal bones and stuff on eBay and such, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's going to smell super well.
Yeah, I don't know if you would be able to find pre-made beads made out of bone.
Round
No,
bone
that'd be hard.
beads, buffalo bone, round beads, Etsy, $14 to $17, 50 piece, 100 piece.
Nice.
Nate to the rescue again.
Yeah.
That's actually a fair price considering how hard that material must be to get your hands on.
It's actually not that hard. It's probably it's difficult to work it correctly.
Oh yeah, because there's a reason why hard as bone is a thing.
Bones aren't that
Yeah.
hard, really.
I mean, a human jaw can crack bone.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know. I almost. I was eating dinner the other day and gnashed right through bone without realizing it.
Mm.
There's another listing for tube beads, and I don't know what shape to call this. Almond-shaped beads.
Also,
See, the thing is, I could see that's I don't know if I would be able to hold the texture because I could make molds of the bead and reproduce it to have the bone texture.
Also, when I was shopping for my fox skull, I saw a listing for fox claws, and that might be a thing
that
to
would be cool.
look into.
Oh, that would be so cool. I just have to remember that would be all like I know it's for a Halloween themed craft fair, but that would also be a little on the macabre side, which I'm okay with, but I know some people aren't.
It would only be on the macabre side if it was human bone, which it's not.
People are weird, and they're not like us. So. Like, we see bone jewelry, and it's, oh, fuck
Okay,
yeah, bone
listen,
jewelry.
we are
awesome.
millennials, and millennials are into that shit.
I know, and that's weird. That we really are into macabre shit.
I barely count as a millennial, but okay.
Well, I mean,
this actually, go ahead,
Nate,
this actually brings me on to a
Nate,
topic.
even if you were a Zoomer, Zoomers are into that shit.
Yeah, that's
more
true.
so than us. This brings me to a topic I was afraid to bring up, but it's since we're on the topic, I want to bring it up.
Yeah?
I was reading an article about a guy who had to have his leg amputated.
Yeah?
And the person gets to decide what they want done with the leg. Some people bury it or cremate it and have the ashes buried with them when they eventually die and stuff like that.
Is this the guy that wanted to eat it?
No.
Okay.
They just
prediction: epoxy.
No, the guy just burned it. But it got me thinking. Like, if I was to ever lose a leg, I had a dark thought go through my head, like a super fucked up thought. And we're 20 minutes in, so the bots can't catch me. I would want two things done with it. I would want the skin and the bone.
Ooh.
Fair.
I would want the bone turned into the prosthetic, so I'm basically just walking on a bone. How cool would that look?
That would be a little bit unstable.
Yeah, it would be unstable and probably unsanitary. Not.
I know, but it would look so cool.
It would, but it wouldn't be safe.
I don't think they'd do it.
No. But I would want my skin as leather, so I could make a leather wallet with it. Because wouldn't it be funny to have a wallet made of your own skin? I just thought about that, and I was just laughing a little bit. I was like, that's when I realized I'm a sick bastard.
Well, no. Like, I knew someone who would very much be into that kind of thing.
I mean, as serial killery as it sounds, it's still art.
Yeah.
I mean, it's your own skin, so it's not that serial killer.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I mean, it's the only person who would know what it is yourself, unless you go around bragging, "Hey, this is made out of my own skin." But God, it would be just so funny as hell. Oh God, not. No, it would be a great conversation starter.
Yeah.
Okay, why would you be starting a conversation like that?
Yeah, no, it's not a conversation starter. It's like you know, if you know somebody well enough. No, it's like I can see it happening. Like, 10, 20 minutes into a conversation. Oh, by the way, my wallet's made of my own skin.
And check, please. Yeah, I've used my own blood, not purposely drawn. It was an accident in art before, as like a color for a project I was doing. I slipped, I cut my leg, and I was like, I'm going to make the best out of a bad situation and use it. And it's a brilliant red until it's not.
Yeah, it dries to a weird brown color.
Yeah, and it's sad because it was such a beautiful shade of red, and that's fucked up to say.
Like, if I was there talking to you while you were doing it, I would have told you from the get-go, that's not going to dry red.
I know. Oh, I knew it wasn't going to. I'd always know blood turns a little brown after a while.
Not a little brown.
No, it turns into like a brown.
Yeah.
It's like leather brown.
Yeah.
But for the picture has in the brilliant red. That's all that mattered.
Mm.
But I've told other people that too, and I think this isn't the first time I've brought it up on camera. So it's not like it's not brand new news.
No, I actually knew this already.
Really?
Yeah.
I did tell you then.
I think you might have mentioned it in, like, a video or something.
I might have, yeah.
Was it when you were doing the Inktober that had the Pikachu in the electric chair?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you mentioned it in Sardonic's videos. Okay,
yeah, because it was a reference to Lord of Flies with the pig's head on the spike.
Right, yeah.
And I had a cut on my leg, and it's like, I'm going to make a best out of a bad situation.
Yeah, you talked about that in your first playthrough of Sardonic's, I believe.
Oh. Okay.
I remember hearing about that, so it wasn't just that.
I like to bring it up because it's one of
Yeah.
those things that it's a good what's the word? I want to say litmus tests. But if my friends are still friends with me after the fact, then I know I'm in the right crowd.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I've like mentioned it to other people, and they realize like, "Damn, you bled for your art. That's badass." And I'm like, "Sure."
I mean, it kind of is.
Like I can't lie, it is pretty cool.
There's a very fine line between badass and edgy.
Yeah.
And
if I cut myself purposely to draw the blood for it, that's edgy. That's just cringe.
That would just be edgy.
It's like, oh, I have a cut on my leg. It's bleeding. I need red ink. This could work. Spur of the moment stuff makes it cool.
Watch as I struck with lines.
Lines are hard.
But yeah, I'm going to be alone at home here until the 20th.
Mm.
Oh, wow. That's a long time to be alone in the house.
No, it's not.
I mean, yeah, first of all...
Okay, for me it would
be. Second of all, I have 2 dogs and 2 cats with me, so...
Fair point.
It's not that long.
Yeah, and it'll be nice to be alone for a while.
Right. Oh shit, my voice is starting to crack. I damaged my vocal cords this week. And yeah, that's why I've been less talkative. And yeah. I'd like damaged my vocal cords pretty bad the other day.
How'd you do that?
Yelling.
Why were you yelling?
Me and my dad got in an argument.
Oh, okay. Not too bad an argument, I hope, since you're laughing about it.
I laugh about it now. Yeah, it's a guy thing. We've argued and we're fine afterward. It's not like we hold grudges.
Lines. So my ILS worker got COVID, so I haven't been to the store this week. So I've just kind of been like discovering that my body doesn't like me eating nothing but ramen for a whole day.
Oh, that's not good.
I don't think anybody's body likes that.
Well, it's like pretty much all I have.
I know, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They have a replacement?
Who would have guessed that somebody's body wouldn't like them eating 100% like pure salt for an entire day?
Yeah.
Did you at least like make it fancy? Put some like meat in it and stuff?
I don't have any meat.
Oh shit! So you're just
I feel like if she had meat, she'd be eating the meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Listen, I had nothing but like 12 waffles yesterday with butter.
Stuffed air.
Yeah, with butter, and that was it.
Don't they have a substitute?
Most of them don't come out to my area.
Oh.
Because I'm a little bit out of the way for most of the staff at that company.
Gotcha. That sucks. I hope you can get to the store soon.
Probably Tuesday.
Are you able to order food?
I don't have the money for it.
Oh.
But yeah, I was just like, I had. So usually when I have ramen, I make 2 packets at once because that's just how much I tend to eat. And I finished my first serving and had enough broth left over to just go ahead and make a second one. So I did, and my digestion did not like me for it.
Yeah,
I can't imagine. That hurts my stomach just thinking about it.
Well, I didn't add any extra like salt to it or anything after the first
No,
batch.
it's just the pack has enough salt in it.
Yeah.
Probably used a little too much soy sauce in the broth anyway, but whatever.
Like I've done that before, where I put way too much soy sauce in by accident. Boy, it messes with your stomach.
Yeah, I mean it was good still, but
Mhm.
my stomach just didn't like it.
And I wish we could on the note of ramen, I wish we could fucking find or less than more find at a reasonable price. The boxes of 30 things of Indomie hot and spicy. But if we want to order that from Amazon, $17.50 plus $15.50 shipping.
Jeez.
Fuck you, Amazon.
Man, I can just buy a box of I think it's 24 things of ramen for like $5.
Oh yeah, we used to be able to get as much of the Indomie stuff as we wanted at the superstore the next town over, 49 cents a bag, but they stopped carrying the individual bags.
Oh.
I guess it's hard to get for everyone here right now.
Yeah.
Oh, shipping crisis and all that shit, it's affecting the world still.
Supply chain.
Mm-hmm.
Record oil company profits.
Yeah, that's a thing. I love it that all the news in the United States, at least, keeps saying, including the White House is saying it now, that the gas prices are still going down. They're going down record lows. We're still over $4 here in Central New York.
We're still over
yeah.
$6 here in Nova Scotia.
Oh God!
Jeez.
Yep.
Oh.
$1.64 a liter, which is about 3.8 gallons.
Yeah, but I mean, it is Nova Scotia, so.
Yeah, gas prices are set by the government here, and they have a specific instrument they can use to smooth price increases and price drops.
I mean, I was just referring to, higher prices for just about anything would be normal in Nova Scotia.
Yeah, that too. Although, shockingly, for some things, it's actually cheaper than Ontario, like milk.
Yeah, I can see that.
How much is a gallon of milk in your world?
Right now, about $6.49, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pricey.
That's over double of what we pay here.
Well,
Milk is a cartel here, and to some degree, I support it because it helps ensure consistent quality, but it makes things more expensive.
Yeah.
I've heard of milk prices being that high. Oh, how much is a dozen of eggs?
$9.99. Actually, no, not a dozen. 30 is $9.99.
Okay, that's more reasonable.
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah, I was about to say $10.
Yeah.
Or a dozen eggs is more like $4.49.
Yeah,
and especially, especially Canadian dollars.
That's
Yes, 0.78 US dollars.
Yeah.
Could never imagine. I mean, eggs are expensive as it is, but they're not
they're not that expensive.
I remember when they were used to be
They're actually
$2
less
for a
expensive
dozen.
here than they are in Ontario because our local grocery store gets them in bulk from a local egg producer.
Ooh.
That's good. I mean, that's fresh eggs too. Then
Yeah.
love
They
fresh
get them
eggs.
in flats of 30, so that's why the 30 packs are so cheap.
That's cheap.
Yeah, in Ontario, for flat of 30 eggs, you'd be paying north of $10. Shit's expensive in Ontario, man. Especially housing. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I've
when I
seen
lived there, I didn't call it our version of New York State for nothing. It is crazy expensive in Ontario.
It's sad because it's true. It's cheaper. The crazy thing with New York is it's cheaper to buy the land than to buy a house. I could buy a few good acres here. at least around me, for cheap. If it had a house on it, you're looking at hundreds of thousands then.
Oh, if it has a house on it in Ontario, you're looking at like at least 650,000.
Oh, yeah, that's like,
and that's not even in like the GTA. That's just the average. In the GTA, if land has a house on it, you're looking at like 800,000 to sometimes well over 2 million, depending on where it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's gross.
That's more like if you go towards the city here. The closer you get to New York City, you're going to be expecting to pay millions of dollars for a house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like around here, I think
I've told this story before, but the house I grew up in Bowmanville, which is like a satellite town of Toronto, about 60,000 these days, recently sold for 779,000.
Yeah.
Yikes.
That's not a very big house. It's like 1,400 square feet. It's not that big.
Is that the one where you had the forest at the end of the street?
No, that's when I lived in Hastings County. And that was actually a bigger house. That was about 1,700 square feet.
Okay. The line art is done.
I will say that I am not totally against cattle products, whether it be beef or milk, being more expensive. That's because I grew up around dairies and ranches, and I have seen the absolute horrors those things do to the local environment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really not good.
The issue with this piece is that it's lit by the aura thing, so I need to find the right color here.
But like in the area I grew up in, it is incredibly difficult to find a place where you can safely put in a well, because all of the cattle ranches have completely contaminated the water table with nitrates and coliform bacteria.
Yeah.
Kind of like the same deal here, only for different reasons and with different contaminants. Mining, yay.
Oh, yeah.
In some places in town, you can't even dig a proper basement because you'll be digging into disused mine shafts.
Jeez. And for anybody that doesn't know, the most well-known type of coliform bacteria is E. coli.
Yep.
Oof, E. coli.
That's a fun 3 days.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I almost died from E. coli when I was 4.
Is that when you had the fever that broke the thermometer?
Yep.
Eesh.
Yeah, E. coli is nasty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I've had it once, and like food poisoning times a million.
Yeah.
Why is everything tinted red?
Yeah. I don't remember it because I was in kindergarten at the time, but I didn't have E. coli. I had salmonella.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
from contaminated cantaloupe.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think I got my E. coli from a school hot dog.
I got food poisoning from a local fair corn dog. And I was about 6, maybe 7. It was not fun.
The last time I had food poisoning was when I was 10, and it was from eating a grocery store sandwich. And for that reason, I don't really trust pre-made grocery store food unless I can see it being made.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Like we have a weekly pizza order at our local grocery store. And I trust those because they're made fresh the day you order them, basically. It's really good quality pizza, too, for $14.
It's not bad.
For a 16-inch pizza, that's pretty good.
Oh, no, that's really good price on.
Has
good
anyone
pizza, I'm willing to pay a lot.
has anyone ever watched the channel Chubby Emu?
I've watched a couple of his videos.
Because this is
Sounds
reminding
vaguely
me of his videos.
It's vaguely familiar
It's
sounding.
shit like a man ate gas station nachos. This is how his organs shut down.
Oh yeah, I've seen those in my recommended.
Yeah.
They are
There's that.
very fun to watch. It should be noted that the videos aren't meant to scare you. They're always just edge cases.
Mhm.
And like in this particular case, the nacho thing was an outbreak of botulism that happened in I think 2009.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof, botulism.
That's
Because
bad.
it was improperly stored nacho cheese or something like that,
Sounds
and
about right. Gas
nine
station
people
nachos, if I'm honest.
9 people were affected. 1 person died. And yeah, that's the kind of video that he makes, and it's like the least clickbaity channel ever, because you wouldn't expect nachos to lead to organ failure, or I don't think it was organ failure, but whatever. But he delivers. It's very educational.
I always gotta respect channels that don't clickbait.
Yeah.
I've
But
just
yeah,
been,
the channel is called Chubby Emu, as in the animal, and I do highly recommend it if you're interested in that sort of thing at all.
Ah, yes, the animal that the Australian military lost a war to.
that's a story on itself.
At least twice or something.
I think so.
Like, that's the funniest meme war story ever.
Yeah. But yeah,
I've been.
oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I just want to stress the fact that the Chubby Emu videos are always going to be either like edge cases, or someone was being dumb, or like the perfect storm of factors to cause these incidents. It is not meant to scare you, it's meant to educate.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I mostly
Moral of the
remember the
story
one
is-
about the lady that drank, what was it,
A gallon
liter
of
or
soy
a
sauce.
gallon of soy sauce?
A gallon
Yeah,
of soy
gallon
sauce.
of soy sauce.
Yeah.
That's a lot of salt, everyone.
Yeah.
I have seen that one. That one I have seen, because I remember that one.
Yeah.
It was like a
And what
while
that should
back, it
prove
was
is that
recommended to me.
everything is toxic in sufficient amounts.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And it was for the purposes of a soy sauce cleanse.
Oh,
Oh.
even dumber.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh man, he was so angry at the whole thing when he was like explaining the situation, and you could just hear it in his voice. He was pissed.
I don't like to knock stuff, but this new age shit is dumb as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I've been on a binge recently of green tech stories.
Oh boy.
No.
Oh, it's a rabbit hole, and I love it because it feeds into my little conspiracy bird brain of mine.
Of course it does.
And it's just like it's just like straight up IV of endorphins. It just makes me giggle so much.
That is not the correct color.
It's just like, 99.99% of them are just bullshit people on the internet.
Yeah.
There's that one chance where it's might be a touch of truth. Like, I watched one that touched upon urban legends of New York State. There were some I actually heard of in there. Like Lady in White kind of ghost sightings and stuff.
Mm,
Like, every state has their own version of the Lady in White.
I don't know what that is, so.
Most of
I guess-
them are it's like a hitchhiker story. You're driving down the road, you see this beautiful woman off the side hitchhiking.
Yeah. La
The most
Llorona.
beautiful- Yeah, yup, that's another version of the lady in white, yup.
Yep.
And she's the most beautiful woman you've ever seen. It
Yeah.
depends on the story on what happens next. It's usually a guy who picks her up too.
Wait, isn't La
guy-
Llorona the one about the lady who drowned herself and her kids?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's a variation of it. It's a common theme throughout folklore all around the world.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there's even like versions of Lady in White story like in the Philippines, Indonesia.
Yeah.
Japan has a multitude of versions that could be said.
Yep. I would even classify the classic Japanese vengeful spirit as a lady in white.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Definitely, easily. It's just your basic ghost. It's your most run of the mill ghost story. She either disappears from the car or she kills the driver. It's one of those two things. And it just fascinates me. Like that is one myth that is all around the world.
Yeah.
And when myths are like that, it always makes me wonder.
I think it taps into a sort of primal fear.
Yes, don't trust the gorgeous women on the side of the road in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Quick deviation from the topic. Dark, what color for the inside of the ears? And also, there's like 3 color slots on the wings, and I want to know like what you want where. Because the 3 color slots.
The ears.
What?
The inside of the ears are just like basically like white.
Oh, okay. And as for the wings, like the 3 color slots, as I call them, are like the actual limb and digits, the underside of the wing, and the top side of the wing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you want anything specific there.
That's just all varying shades of dark gray.
Okay.
Again,
what if
simple design?
What if the arm and digits were the same color as the fur, because they would be covered in fur, theoretically?
Yeah, that would be fair.
Okay. Continue.
But I love that there are some myths that are universal all around the world for one reason or another.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that much of a stretch to come up with that kind of thing.
Yeah, a lot of them are like, oh, that's a primal fear, you know. Like look at how many serpent myths there are, evil serpent myths.
Because we fear serpents. We fear big cats. We fear giant birds. And thus the myth of the dragon came about.
Yeah.
That or there were dragons.
I mean, it could be either one.
Yeah. There's always that chance.
Yeah.
Like, there's truth. I like to believe there's a little truth in every myth. Like, take example, I can go for biblical stuff here, with Noah's Ark. There is evidence there was a large flood in that general area of the world.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean that a man was asked by God to save the animals.
It was likely based on something that happened.
Yeah, like for example, the whole thing with the plagues in Egypt, like locust plagues happen even to this day. The whole thing with the firstborn dying was probably like moldy grain, because when grain gets moist, it'll start to mold, and that would happen at the top of a silo. And usually, since the firstborn and the adults would eat before anyone else, they would get the top layer of grain, and adults are more equipped to handle that. Children are not, and the children that ate afterwards would get the grain that wasn't as touched by moisture and thus not as moldy, and they would survive, but their older siblings would not.
Exactly. Like every Plague of Egypt has a logical explanation to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even the Raining Frogs one has an explanation to it
That
because
also
of the
happens
water
to this
spout.
day.
Oh yeah, weird shit always falls from the sky, and
Yeah.
no one ever has an answer for it. Like the darkness was an eclipse, the raining fire was a meteor shower, something like that. Could have been an asteroid breaking up in the atmosphere.
Yeah, and like again, locust people freak out when locust swarms happen because biblical fear or whatever. But that shit happens all the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Man, like I remember back when I visited Saskatchewan in 2005, I woke up one morning, the street was literally fucking covered in bees. Literally covered. Like every street in the village I was staying in was fucking covered in bees.
Wow.
That might have been just a Candyman.
What?
I don't get that reference.
Oh, it's a movie based off of an urban legend in Chicago.
Ah.
It was a black man who fell in love with a white woman, and they lynched him for it. They hung him, cut off his hands, gave him hook hands, and then covered him in bees.
Why?
And he became a vengeful spirit.
Okay.
And it's when I even bring it up, my mom shits herself because she's terrified of it.
Why?
The movie she was terrified of the movie.
Okay.
What really went on was I was there in like late summer, so all the bees were entering hibernation.
So they were looking for food.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that actually reminds me, when I was in California growing up, my mom and I were walking downtown, and we saw a fire hydrant on one corner that was just like absolutely covered in bees. And like obviously we crossed the street, my mom called animal control and stuff, and I'm just thinking now, like back then I assumed that someone had like slathered honey or something on the fire hydrant to attract bees as a prank, but no, I realize now they were probably just like resting between like moving from one hive to another or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I had to walk through a swarm of bees once, and it was one of the most terrifying things I've ever had to do.
I've had that experience too.
Oh, it was awful.
Yeah. Also, since we're halfway through, I need to go to the bathroom.
Okay. Dark, your hair is violently red.
Yes, that is the point.
It's like this entire thing is just grayscale and then the hair. What color are your paw pads?
Just what you would expect.
Okay, I'm making them the same color as the nose because that was very unhelpful.
Yeah. It's just my brain won't let me speak English.
No problem.
Like if you're making the nose black, then yeah, it's the same color.
Okay. Oh, that was Phoenix.
Later, Phoenix.
His internet probably cut or something. Welcome back.
I don't know what the hell happened. I got disconnected.
Dark, are the claws the same color?
Yes.
Okay.
I was just talking.
Yeah, we heard none of it.
Oh, okay, I just thought Lord. And I was like, then I realized there was no background noise from anything. I'm like, oh, I should go check. No, what I was saying, I think after I fight this next boss, I've fought them all on screen during the podcast.
Wow.
Didn't fight Bale on screen. I don't remember. Maybe I have fought Durio on screen. Oh, I remember I did kill it on screen before, and I'm about to choke.
Don't die. All right, now the mildly.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I don't know what color your pants are. Hang on. Oh, just blue. Boring.
Wow, shots fired.
Hey, if boring makes it easier to color, I'm all for boring.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's boring.
I just come back to Kuda firing those shots out. Jeez.
Well, I mean, like, at least it's some sort of color. Because after you left,
Color
Nate,
of boredom, apparently.
after you left, Nate, I was like, this is violently red. Like, your hair is violently red. This whole thing is grayscale, and then just the hair.
About putting some like 90s flames on those pants.
Jesus Christ.
I can't tell. Is your belt black or brown?
I believe I said it was supposed to be like black.
Okay. It's becoming the same color as the paw pads.
Fair enough.
And for when I actually get to it, what color is the belt buckle?
Silver.
Okay. In my head, I'm going, that's also boring.
I knew it. That's why
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like silver, but it's like, you couldn't have gone for gold.
I guess I'm boring then. Whatever.
Your grayscale is more the takeaway here. That's all the gas filled. Yeah, so there's the full body.
Nice. Looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know what to do with your headshot. So I guess mostly I'm just gonna do this. That's a good brush to use. Now I'll just do this.
A cat wants something, so I'm gonna go deal with that.
Okay. This is a very placeholder color palette.
That is okay.
Your character in 8 colors.
Hey, at least
Nothing
it's
wrong
not
with a
like
small palette.
24.
Well, I'm not
There's
complaining
nothing
about it.
wrong
I'm just
I'm
with
like,
back.
small
welcome
palette.
back.
Welcome back.
I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying that the character has 8 colors.
Mm-hmm.
And 5 of them, no, 6 of them are some shade of gray.
Oh.
I get it. I'm boring, okay?
I mean, like, to a degree, it's better than this shit.
True.
Yeah, to a degree, it's better than that.
Fair.
Nothing wrong with simple colors.
I'm not calling this simple. I'm calling this why the fuck is a fox gray and blue?
Why
Because
is
yes.
why is a black phoenix purple and blue?
I don't know, and that bothers me. Because
And it's the greatest mystery I'll never reveal.
Yeah, why aren't you just a Sabergermon?
Saber Dramon,
Oh,
Digimon.
yeah, I didn't hear it first.
Well, that's because Nate said it as Saber Dramon, and I'm like,
Sorry.
it's like I understand it's a variant of Birdramon, but that's not how it's spelled.
That's not even like what my intention was. I was just sometimes my mouth does weird things with words.
You've all been there.
That thing.
Yeah.
Oh man, I like that. If it didn't have that weird face, I would really like it.
Digimon, everyone.
Yes, where the birds have razor teeth.
Yep. To be fair, its name is a Birdramon, so I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be part dragon.
Oh.
Okay, now what the fuck to do with the face?
Can I ask you all something to get your own opinion on it? Because I'm a little... I think I might have asked you all this before, but I'm not...
Okay.
If I did, just correct me if I have. Okay. You know I have my ear to the leak well, right?
Mhm.
And the leaker is saying these things have been cut for DLC. That certain things are being cut for DLC. How on earth would they know about stuff in the game that's being cut when they're testing an alpha build? They're basically beta testing it.
They wouldn't.
Exactly. See, this makes no sense. Like, they're saying the third legendary of the game is saved for DLC story.
They're
It's
just
like,
trying
how
to
would
get
you
clout.
know that?
They're trying to get
Huh?
clout.
I mean, it's the same one who's got it all correct. Kaka. And Ku confirms it.
Hmm.
Stupid names.
Or
Oh,
it
God.
might be it might be less that they're saying that something is being cut and more that it's being saved for DLC.
As beta testers, would they know it's being saved for DLC?
They might know that it's implied that it's being saved.
Okay. Because that's been messing me up because they've been talking about certain things and it's been like, how would they
to a
know? It's
large degree, saying something is cut for DLC is largely sensationalism.
Mhm.
Don't get me wrong. If it should be in the base game, it's a shitty practice to do that, but still.
Considering it's going to be a major legendary that ties in with terrestrialization being cut for a DLC storyline or being shelved for a DLC storyline, it just...
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah. Like, I understand they did the same thing with Onion Head, but we also had Eternatus.
Onion. Celebi?
I
No,
don't think
Calyrex.
Oh,
What the hell was that stupid
Calyrex,
Pokemon's name
okay.
the big had? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a Calyrex. I hate that thing.
I was like,
I don't know what my opinion is about Calyrex. I don't
I
hate
love
it.
it and I hate it. I love it and I hate it at the same time.
I don't mind it.
I like that it talked.
Ah, yes, though. Celebi, the Pokemon that we in North America actually can't get in the original Generation 2 games without glitches or cheating.
That's not true.
Original, not the Virtual Console.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear original. I'm sorry.
I can't explain it, but Calyrex makes me think of Courage the Cowardly Dog as a show.
Right? I kind of agree with that. It has those proportions that Courage had. The things in Courage had.
Yeah.
This has
Cats.
gone distinctly more bat than wolf.
You know, now that you say that, Nate, I kind of see it. And now I can't unsee it.
Yep.
Yeah, the long
Thanks.
spindling limbs, the giant bulbous head. It's literally from that one episode.
And the way his face is drawn, too, also just has the vibe of Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the face is actually the main thing for me that makes me think of the show.
Quick question. Is that snout too short?
Maybe a little from that angle.
Okay. I don't know how to draw snouts from this angle.
That's fair.
Because he's sort of supposed to be looking up this way.
Yeah.
Which means
looking to the right edge.
He's also looking up.
Yeah.
Like, he's looking at the corner, basically. And I don't know how to draw a long snout like that.
Like, even when not drawing animal faces, that is a rather awkward angle to begin with.
Yep.
And I'm sticking with it because I need to learn.
That is okay by me. Gotta learn somewhere.
How about this?
That makes a lot more sense, actually.
Cool.
One of my friends told me if you don't go outside your comfort zone, you never learn.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this expression?
Weird.
It's like I'm drawing some sort of mascot at that point.
Actually, with that expression, it kind of looks like a Pokemon design.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
My
bit.
brain is going Pokemon. How about this? It looks like a puppy. Dark, how's this?
I mean, it's accurate to how he acts, so...
Okay, then. I'm sticking with it. Very weird question. Does your persona have whiskers? Because
I mean, I would assume so.
Yeah, because like it occurred to me that they wouldn't really be very visible on the full body because it's too fine a detail. But also like just
that looks hilarious and I love it.
Yeah, just I love that silence of, well, shit, I haven't actually given thought to that.
it's the same energy that when I asked Zio if Vodera give live birth, and there's just a brief pause, and then he said, "Please don't ask me that."
Like, this is all like semi-relevant to the idea of a reference sheet anyway, so
Yeah.
But yes, Nate, you are right. This is shit I really haven't considered until now.
And that's why you have me.
Yeah.
It's not quite as bad as Shapeshifter Pants, but here we are. Although, to be fair on that front, I kind of always assumed it worked like Super Saiyan 4 Pants, where they just sort of magically appear.
Okay.
Yes, pants magically appear when Goku transforms from a giant golden ape into a slightly apish-looking human.
You know? And all
Same with
my
Vegeta, except the crazy genes.
Back when I was little and I watched Dragon Ball, I never realized that. I never once put thought to that, realizing it. Huh.
It's funny because this is GT, and Z and original Dragon Ball kind of established that pants don't come back when you transform from a great ape.
Wait, Dark, I have another question. Does he have bottom fangs that matches top fangs?
Yes.
Cool.
I still love the original Dragon Ball.
Same. I need to watch it again at some point.
Back when it was just Journey to the West.
Like, I used to have a huge backup archive of source quality Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z episodes, but that died with my old external hard drive.
Aw.
That sucks because it's hard to find good quality, accurate to source material versions of that series these days.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah. Original Dragon Ball has one of my favorite fight scenes in all of anime.
Which one?
Goku versus Krillin.
That's a classic.
And the animation's awful. I'm going to be the first to say that. The animation is absolutely god awful, but the choreography is so cool that I just love it.
People praise the shit out of Goku versus King Piccolo, and for good reason, but honestly, Goku versus Krillin is underrated.
Yeah.
What the fuck did I just draw?
Oh, no.
I basically redrew my avatar from a different angle.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your avatar, but he's looking up.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go with this?
Yes.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't mind it.
I just enlarge it so it's easier to work with.
But when it comes to fight scenes in anime or cartoons or anything, I notice choreography more than I notice, animation quality.
Mm-hmm.
So, in my opinion, Ufotable are terrible at fight scenes because their choreography is just people hitting each other with sticks. That's it. Sure, it's animated beautifully, but you look at what the people are actually doing, and they're just swinging sticks.
If I had to describe it another way, it sure is some beautiful looking stick swinging, but it's still stick swinging.
Yeah. There's no thought behind it or anything. They're just trying to hit as hard as they can.
I could probably find an animation that looks just as good. The people in the Dark Demon Discord, and it will literally be stick figures.
Yeah.
Now that being said, some of the animators on the Dark Demon Discord are absolutely fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I was looking for a thing related to whatever you pronounce that studio as, and I found the other studio meme.
Yeah.
That is an actual
Dean.
frame from the Studio Dean adaptation of Fate Stay Night Unlimited Legworks.
Like, I just lifted this from a brief scroll through the Dark Demon Discord work in progress section. Look at this. This was animated by one person.
Neat.
It's really good.
Yeah. Just actually
People on that
thinking
Discord
through the
Actually crazy
choreography,
sometimes.
thinking what every action would do when it hits or when it doesn't hit, you know. It's little things like that that make a fight scene great.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking
of fight scenes, and this is... I forgot who it was. I think it was Jackie Chan who was talking about it in an interview.
Chan.
He says the best fight scenes only have 1 or 2 hits ever landed on it.
Yeah.
But more blocks than anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like dodges and blocks are so underutilized in modern day fight scenes. And if you think about it, look at modern movies, look at Marvel movies.
This is what makes 80s and 90s Hong Kong action movies so fun to watch.
Exactly.
And going even further, every movement in a fight scene needs to have a reason behind it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's where a lot of modern stuff fails, is they're just, you know, doing whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In between 1.5 million cuts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why I'm always enamored with one-take shots.
Yeah.
And I know sometimes they're a trick of the camera, but they are some of the most gorgeous shots you can have in a movie.
Yeah.
And one of the things
Need I remind us of Liam Neeson climbing a fence?
Oh God, in 57 takes.
Like, one of the things I also look for in a well animated fight scene is things need to have impact.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I want to feel
kind of like the same deal
it.
with good sound design. It needs to feel good.
Mm-hmm. Like, there's a fine line with being loud and being sounding good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although some anime actually pull off being loud as a meme really well. Looking at you, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 2.
Yeah.
That's when the entire anime's existence is a meme.
Oh,
Meme with a good
that's
story.
like-
but meme.
One of my absolute favorite anime sound design tidbits is that Fire Force, the sound designers actually used the bruh sound effect too as a sound source. That's hilarious.
I never knew that.
Let me
funny.
find the video. Someone put together a compilation of it.
Also, I'm gonna say, like, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Parts 1 and 2 actually had pretty damn good choreography.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I just don't like his art style.
That's fair.
It's very tasting JoJo's.
There's the video, everyone. Listen closely because it's definitely there.
Oh, I hear it.
This is great.
It's so subtle and used not the way I thought it was going to be used. That's interesting. Oh, I like the way they used it. It's not what I was expecting. I was expecting to be used in like meme fashion.
No, they legitimately used it as a real sound effect.
That
What makes it so good.
If you don't know what you're listening for, it goes right over your head.
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive.
Like the top comment says, the idea of a professional sound designer sampling and editing heavily the bruh sound effect to make a cool-ass anime sound effect is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, this is an actual anime with actual professional sound designers. Let that sink in. They used the bruh meme as a serious sound effect.
And it works. That's the craziest part.
the best part is that it works flawlessly.
Also, help! I cannot stop stop watching Liam Neeson jumps over a fence. It is way too funny.
I fear what I'm creating.
I like to think that one of my favorite YouTubers thought those very same words when I watched their video about making McDonald's more flammable, but it's explosions and fire, so probably not.
With how much grease and oil within those burgers to begin with, I'm not shocked they're already not flammable.
Oh, they are. Let me find the video.
There's a reason why I stopped eating McDonald's.
It still kind of looks like a Pokemon.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
I love his thumbnails too. His thumbnails are the fucking best. Like, this guy was a mad enough scientist to have someone all the way over here in Canada freeze dry McDonald's for him just so he could nitrate it.
What the fuck?
God.
Yeah.
The more I work on this, the funnier it is.
Yeah. I love it.
It's almost funnier that I'm actually paying attention to anatomy and stuff.
Like, I am like neck deep in chemistry YouTube. And I will say there's like serious chemistry channels. And then there's Nile Red and Explosions and Fire.
Yeah. The guy that made grape soda from Plastic Gloves.
Yeah.
The
Did
guy
you
that
know
made
that Nile Red is
hot
part of a
sauce
podcast?
from Plastic Gloves.
Ooh.
The podcast is called Safety Third, and Nile Red is just a member of it.
And then
I only recently found that out.
Then you have fucking Backyard Scientist who once set his pool on fire intentionally.
Oh, he's not even the worst for that. It's fucking, he doesn't upload often anymore, but there's Cody's Lab who fucking distilled mercury in his fucking bathroom.
Yeah.
Backyard Scientist is also a member of Safety Third, as well as William Osman. And I don't recognize the others. Alan Pan, Peter Sripol.
Who the fuck is texting me at midnight? Oh. Thanks, Straight Talk, for reminding me.
So, like, Backyard Scientists also exploded a fish tank by pouring molten salt into it.
I think I saw that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I got introduced to Backyard Scientists through a channel called Tauflater Mouse because he was doing shit like making frozen mercury gummy bears.
One of the most Darwin Award things that Explosions and Fire has ever attempted is trying to get 100% concentrated hydrogen peroxide.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
That is an oh no.
He almost succeeded too.
Oh god.
He's still alive, but he didn't manage to concentrate the stuff enough.
Good.
To decompose.
Oh,
one of my other favorite chemistry channels that uploads rarely is Chemical Force. Because that guy has access to so many things that half of YouTube will never hope to have access to. Shit like decaborane and chlorosulfuric acid.
Jeez. Also,
There's this one science YouTube channel I follow. It's a kid, has to be younger than us, or maybe our age.
I love it.
He makes lasers. Like lasers that are deadly.
Oh, so like mega high wattage lasers.
Yes, like ones that he could be arrested for.
Jesus Christ.
And he is literally just one bad day from being a world-conquering villain.
Jeez.
Like, I can't remember his name. I know I'm subbed to him. He is a wild ride. And he just does it all with such a cheery attitude. It's like, oh, I just made a laser out of 5 microwaves.
Ah.
Yeah.
That sounds like shit that backyard scientists would do.
And one of the things Explosions and Fire has been trying to do for like 3 fucking years is synthesize cubane. It is a molecule that is literally a cube.
Interesting. I kind of love this.
Yeah.
It's one of the weirdest things that I've drawn, just because of the expression, but I kind of love it.
Yeah, I can get behind this too, honestly.
The Wikipedia article describing the synthesis of cubane is like one of those articles that you're like, what?
Oh, I am not.
Cubane is commercially available these days. So clearly some corporation somewhere has actually cracked the code of synthesizing it on a large scale.
Oh, like it looks like it's perfectly researched. It's just like I don't understand 80% of these words. You know, that type.
Chemical names, everyone.
It's not even the chemical names. It's also the processes.
Man, I know it's just me.
But it is distinctly the chemical names too.
I know it's just me because I've been looking at this thing for way too long, but the full body looks kind of weird flipped.
Fine to me, so...
It looks good.
The classic 1964 synthesis starts with the conversion of 2-cyclopentanone to 2-bromocyclopentadienone.
Okay.
Chemical names, everyone.
Allylic bromination with N-bromosuccinimide in carbon tetrachloride, followed by addition of molecular bromine to alkene, gives a 2,3,4-tribocyclopentanone.
Your brain just can't.
Treating this compound with diethylamine in diethyl ether causes elimination of 2 equivalents in hydrogen bromide to give the diene product. What?
Regular Wikipedia, everyone.
Honestly, it is just fun going to an extremely jargon-filled Wikipedia article and just go, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. This is why the simple English Wikipedia exists.
I mean, I'm talking about stuff that's so specific to a certain thing that it doesn't even have a simple English article, you know?
What the fuck?
Oh shit.
What?
Oh, I know.
Something touched me. Flashlight. These are the adventures of Phoenix in real life.
Oh, fucking Wikipedia decided to be lame.
What?
I'll go into view history so I can find the edit before they fucking remove the hilarious names that were added by that chemist's fucking subscribers to this article. Yeah. Apparently, here it is.
Cycloprop 2 N-carboxylic acid.
That was added to the article because of a YouTuber with 25,000 subscribers.
Man, I remember Nile Red tried to coin the term Nylium or something for something that had some sort of property. I don't even remember anymore. But I remember looking up that word to see if it had taken off, and one of the results was Wikipedia arguments about how that word shouldn't be used because it's not actually a word.
The first sentence of this article: cycloprop 2-ene carboxylic acid, also known as triangulenic acid or tinky winkinic acid. And if you look at the image of the molecule structure that gets embedded by Discord, you can kind of see how it looks like Tinky Winky.
Yeah.
Oh, I see the triangle bit.
Also, today's featured Wikipedia article is Wipeout 2048. Interesting.
Game?
Yeah, the game.
Oh, wow.
I know.
That's unexpected from Wikipedia.
There's probably very little actually picking and choosing a Wikipedia, a featured article. They probably just have a random generator and someone to say, someone to vet it to just make sure it's not a stub,
Mm-hmm.
I cannot draw a line.
Oh no, am I really clicking random article on Wikipedia? Here we go. Nothing interesting yet.
So I normally don't like to do this, but do you think I can end my half early?
Sure.
Okay, because my
Tired?
my voice is starting to get really fucked up.
That's
So
fair.
I am sure I will still be talking on Kalion's half.
Yep.
Oh.
But this is where my half will end. So if you want to see more of me and see what else we talk about, be sure to go check out her side of the video.
Bark.
Yes.
Yeah.
So be sure to check out all links in the description below. And anyone else want to say something before I hit stop recording?
No, got nothing.
Nope.
See you next week, everybody.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Oof. Oh, my throat hurts. Oh, it's not my throat, it's my vocal cords.
Get some tea.
Yeah, I was supposed to.
We'll be here when you come back.
No, I'm not. It's too hot for that right now. And I'll be up all night if I drink tea.
Yeah, that's a fair argument there. But like in China, where tea comes from, they actually drink tea when it is hot. Various reasons, depending on how much you want to put stock into Chinese remedy, traditional Chinese remedies.
Mhm.
The general thing is that it makes you sweat more, cools you down eventually, that type of thing.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I see the logic behind it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it's not like I won't have tea when it's hot. It's just so late at night. I'll be up all night going pee as it is.
Yeah.
It's like once it gets like past midnight, unless I'm pulling an all-nighter, I stay off the caffeine.
Fair. I love tea, but I have to be careful with caffeine because I also have pre-existing headache conditions that,
Right. How
Yeah.
have those been?
I mean, I don't know.
Well, I just remember that, like, a few years ago, you kept complaining of cluster headaches, so
Yeah,
figured I'd ask.
it's one of those things where it's just like I don't even know the context anymore of
Right.
not having them, That sounds awful, but like, I don't know.
Headaches suck.
Yeah.
I'm starting to understand what's causing my migraines. And I'm 90% convinced it's a compressed disc in my neck.
Hmm.
Because when I move my neck a certain way or like pop it, and the pressure's released, the headache goes away instantaneously. So I think I need to go see a chiropractor.
That's
My
probably a good
neck
idea.
gets really sore really easily because uh the axis, and I forget the other bone. What's the other bone that goes into the axis? Or that goes around the axis. Whatever. The other one. Those two bones are fused in my neck, so
Hmm.
Huh.
That sucks.
yeah. I mean, I was just born that way, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
If
can I
nothing,
not remember the other bone?
I was trying. I know this isn't the C2. I know the C2 vertebrae is attached to the axis. The axis bone.
Oh.
if nothing else, I like this because it's an interesting angle that I've not actually drawn before.
Atlas, that's the other bone. But yeah, my axis and atlas are fused, so yay.
Jeez. And what does that result in? Just headaches?
No, just reduced neck mobility.
Ah,
Because the axis and atlas, they're the ones that, like, uh, you know, uh, are what the neck pivots with.
gotcha. I might actually get the line art of this done before I end off.
Nice.
What size do you use for your line art?
This is on 7.
Okay.
Why?
I was curious. Like, I always try to figure out, like, the way you use your brushes and stuff.
I sketch at 14, and I typically ink at 7, but if I'm doing, like, fine detail, like, over here, sometimes I do it at 5.
Okay. I know I sketch at, like, 5 or 6.
Hmm.
And I do my line work at 3.5.
Okay. Yeah, I have thicker lines than you do, so
Mm-hmm.
I work with a very large canvas most of the time.
Yeah, and I try to keep mine relatively small.
I like doing high res, so. Yeah, like with the teeth, I would usually switch to 5.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know what I want to do.
We could carry on the conversation.
Yeah, I could, but don't really have
A very
anything for
relaxed
that right now.
podcast.
Yeah. Almost a shame because I can be louder than usual.
I'm just hyper focused.
Fair.
Teeth.
Teeth.
I like drawing teeth.
I can tell.
Also, on Saturday, Picaspri will be streaming Pokemon Sword Onyx.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah. I'm giving him a dev build so that he can show off some of the new stuff, and also because it's Picaspri, he's going to find a bug, and if he gets stuck, I would like him to have access to debug so he can get himself unstuck.
Oh, this
Hey,
will
maybe
be
we should get
Saturday?
Nate to stream it.
He
After
has.
all, bugs are attracted to him like a magnet.
He has. That's how we found some bugs.
Yes.
No, this will be
I
Saturday,
didn't
you
even
said?
notice something was a bug until Kuda was like, "Oh shit,
Yeah.
Bug.
why'd that happen?" Yeah, a lot of bugs happen to me, mostly because like I tend to play things in weird ways.
Yeah.
Like obstinately trying to catch an oddish on
I can
in the
never
first
remember.
patch of grass.
I can never remember if it's an Oddish or a Bellsprout, because I think both are found there.
Pretty sure it was an oddish.
And what was the bug you found?
I'll let him explain.
Oh boy, that's pressure. So it was in the dark grass in the just in that little park area. And which means double battles. And I was trying really hard to catch this Oddish, and in trying to catch it, it defeated my entire team. And so, blackout, go to the Pokemon Center, and suddenly I have 2 Pokemon following me.
That was because of the double battle?
I don't.
No, it was because
remember.
he fainted.
Yeah, it was because of the fainting. And then I tried to do like a repeat, I think, of the bug, and then it crashed on me.
Yeah,
so.
you tried to see if he could have more than 2 following Pokemon.
Yeah.
And when he attempted, the game crashed.
Yeah.
Did it look funny with it? Were they like stacked on top of each other? Or
No, they were
like,
following each
behind?
other.
Oh, that's cool, though. That's a weird, cute little bug.
It wasn't supposed to happen, though, and the game didn't like it happening.
That reminds me of the time when I was testing out the Tempest deathmatch thing. And for a while, Zemeth didn't actually have any, like, checks on him to... Or, no, wait, what it was is that there was a previous deathmatch that didn't have any checks after the fact to see if you only had dead Pokemon in your party and to cause a game over. So I was walking around with 6 dead Pokemon in my party, and I start the Zemeth battle, and he sends out his Feraligatr, which is conveniently named Crash, and the game crashed. Also, Nate, the reason I said that you could explain is because I cannot focus on speaking when I'm drawing.
Fair enough.
Because, like, if you'll notice, whenever I have to say something super involved, I stop drawing.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, that's something to tune into. Casper usually streams in the late morning to early afternoon, my time at least. And I am in Central? Central, yeah. I don't even know if it's daylight savings time right now.
That might be hard for me to get there then, because you said Saturday, right?
Yes.
I am in the early mornings on Saturdays. I am shopping until like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, but it'll be later your time.
Only an hour ahead of you.
Yeah, but he might start at noon my time, and
1 my time.
Yeah.
I would try to see if I can get to it.
Yeah, and he'll probably be streaming for a while. So.
YouTube or Twitch?
Twitch.
Ick.
Hmm?
I went ick.
Twitch is fine.
It grosses me out.
I mean, does Twitch still have security issues? I'm using it more, so yeah, but
I wouldn't say security issues. It has moral issues.
Yeah.
I mean, I prefer.
They just recently banned. I don't know if they banned him outright or if they just forced him to remove the emoji. It was like a baby hippo with its back turned to the. It was like a baby hippo. You were looking at a baby hippo from the back.
Yeah.
Which made him. I don't know if they banned him and removed the emoji or just removed the emoji because it said it was sexualized.
Oh, I remember. I think I know the emoji that you're talking about, and like, if it's the one that I'm thinking about, where all those parodies are made off of it, it is kind of sexualized. Is it the one where it's just like, God, I don't even. I've seen like so many parodies of it, where it's like a small head and then a huge butt.
No.
Oh.
It was just like a little baby hippo with its just back turned to the camera. or to where the camera would be. And I think it's very hypocritical where they call that over-sexualization when they literally have streamers on there in bikinis promoting OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I think it's very hypocritical.
But you see, it's hot girls doing that, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay when it's hot girls doing it.
Yeah.
It draws them money, I'm sure. All the simps.
I'm less sure about the whiskers now.
I like the idea behind it, but I can kind of see what you're talking about here.
Maybe if I thin them a bit. That might be the issue. They might be too thick.
I will be right back.
Yep. How about that?
I think it looks good.
I high-key love this. Dark, what do you think?
Oh,
I didn't actually...
yeah, that looks better.
Okay. Cool. It still looks like a Pokemon.
Yeah.
I can dig it.
I would even say specifically, almost makes me think of a Pokemon as drawn by Mason.
You know, you're right.
Just saying.
Yeah. In fact, I might actually just get this done entirely on camera.
Ooh.
Because I don't have to
Cool.
shade it.
Yeah.
Who's that Pokemon? Okay, that doesn't work like that. Can I click you as selection source and do that? No. 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 Okay.
Technology.
Oh, it's like doing what's supposed to. I just don't know how to make it
Yeah.
do what I want it to.
Technology.
Yeah. Okay, I have an idea. It's probably a dumb one, but it'll work.
There is no such thing as dumb ideas.
Yes, there are. Right, it would be helpful if I wasn't opacity locking that. Okay. That's... This is one of the few times where I do actually have to block in the color instead of just using the fill option.
Because of the open lines?
Yep.
Would there be a way around that?
You miss me trying to figure out a way around it.
The only way you could do like a line there, like a straight line in a different way?
No.
And maybe just erase it?
No. It's fine.
Oh, that water's good.
Even the right color.
Right
It
when
is.
like you drink water and it's like, oh, good.
I
Yeah,
see.
that's how it felt right now.
Okay, I see what's going on. So let's do it this way then. There we go.
Huh.
What?
Well, that's interesting. Okay, you know how the FBI raided Trump's mansion down in Florida?
Yeah.
They finally came out and said why. The FBI raided his home for nuclear documents that he stole. Huh.
And wasn't it that they actually subpoenaed him like months ago and he just ignored the subpoena?
Oh, he gave them the stuff they wanted for that subpoena. He ignored the subpoenas for the January 6th stuff. And now they're saying he stole nuclear documents. Like, I'm not one to worship the ground he walks on, but that seems a little sus, if you ask me.
Yeah.
It would just be going after him now.
Yeah, it sounds like they're just trying to make an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to go to bed, though. It is 2 a.m.
But I'm almost done.
All right, have a good night.
Yeah,
I tend to be pretty rigid about going to bed because otherwise I end up staying up until 5 and not sleeping.
Okay.
See you guys later.
See ya.
Have a good night.
Bye.
God, who leaves mid-commission? I know this was like first world problems, but still, who leaves mid-commission?
So I've been playing Beat Saber lately, mostly because like it's a way to trick myself into exercising. Yeah, I need to trick myself into doing it. But I found out through that I could probably really like Billie Eilish's music. It does not remotely sound like what I assumed it would sound like.
She has some good music.
I mean, it's more that like before I knew what her music was like, I expected it to be, just that bubblegum pop,
God, no.
Katy Perry type stuff. But no, it's not that at all. It's
sad girl emo pop.
Yes, and I don't dislike that.
Oh, it's good. Like I'll give her credit. She's got talent.
Yeah. And the beat maps on her songs in Beat Saber are pretty fun.
Have you done Through Fire and Flames yet?
No.
You should. It's like the quintessential song for any rhythm game.
Yep.
It's the hardest song in Guitar Hero.
Yeah. It's probably not. Okay. I'd have to. So I'm pretty sure there is a DLC for it, but I'd have to buy it.
Oh, that's stupid that you had to pay for it. I thought it'd be like
Hold on,
radio kind of stuff.
Let me see. Beat Saber DLC. Just look to see.
Did you know that Through the Fire and Flames was actually sped up in like rendering and stuff because the guitarist couldn't play that fast?
No, I never knew that,
Yep.
but it doesn't surprise me with how crazy it goes. So, is his first Sona a wolf or a bat? I've been trying to figure that out. Or a mix between the two.
It's complicated.
Okay.
Because, yes, it is basically a wolf and a bat, but also, like, it's a fantasy species, so it's technically neither.
Understandable. Fantasy species covers it all. That makes it very understandable.
And it's not just a fantasy species; it's a hybrid of two fantasy species.
Oh boy!
But also, I thought there was a Dragon Force DLC, but there isn't. So it looks like I'd have to mod the game to get Through the Fire and Flames. So no, that's not going to happen because modding it on the Quest is annoying. It requires putting the Quest on developer mode and doing weird shit that maybe could possibly brick the system.
What is the Quest? I've never heard of this.
Oculus.
The Oculus Quest.
Oh, okay. I've never heard it just called the Quest.
I was being lazy.
I mean, I've heard it being called the Quest before, so. I don't have a VR system and I want one.
Same. Like, that's literally was just what was about to come out of my mouth.
See, like, the reason that I want it is probably very different from the reason that you want it.
Oh, I don't know why. I just want to play certain games in first person, in like true first person.
Yeah. Oh god, that is violently red.
There's some games I definitely would love to play. With that, there's a Sword and Blade and Sorcery, I think it's called. God, that looks fun to watch.
This is so red it almost hurts to look at.
That's like the fake red that I've seen people dye their hair.
So what you're saying is Dark as a YouTuber.
Yeah. You know, what is with YouTubers dyeing their hair neon blue?
Red, blue, pink, green, those are all common. It's just to look different.
I was about to is it to match the keyboards and mouses?
No, it's just a YouTuber thing.
Yeah. It's one thing as a YouTuber I'll never do.
Also, I linked the music list in Beat Saber in case you're curious.
I am curious to see what they have.
My favorite beat map in the game currently is I Wanna Be a Machine. It is such a good beat map. Like, oh my god.
They have a lot of Imagine Dragons, and that makes me happy. You got some good songs in here.
Hmm?
You got some good songs in here.
Yeah, yeah. But,
I was not expecting a Skrillex music pack.
Yeah. I haven't bought that one. The ones that I've bought are the Panic at the Disco pack, the Rocket League pack, the Billie Eilish pack, and the electronic mixtape. Can you guess why I bought the electronic mixtape pack? Just
Sandstorm?
yeah.
Gotta do it for the meme.
The only problem is that, in my opinion, the beat map for Sandstorm sucks.
I can imagine it's all the same beats, probably.
Yeah, it's what I refer to in rhythm games as beat vomit. When it just throws a million beats at you, and it's just like, why? This isn't fun.
Yeah,
You know?
that's yeah, definitely. Or you're just basically drumming on the air, kind of thing. What was that?
Well, the thing is, in Beat Saber, just drumming in the air is actually fun. when it's done well, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But no, Sandstorm is just really boring. The weirdly fun one, considering that, like, I hate the song itself, is the Rockefeller Skank by Fatboy Slim. That beat map is so much fun.
I'm
But
gonna send a music video through. It's a Starset music video.
Ooh.
Just came out today.
The Icarus one.
Did you watch it?
Yes.
I'm still sending it though. That was such a good music video.
Oh my god, the lore dump though.
Like, I didn't mean to change the subject, Nate. I really didn't. It just
No
the talking
problem.
of the music made me go that tangent.
I am never
No,
going
but,
to complain about Starset.
Yeah. Let's see here. Where? Yeah, the real silly part of the Rockefeller Skank starts at about 2 minutes and 8 seconds thereabouts, and it's so funny. Like, when I first got to this part, I was legitimately laughing super hard. But I hate the song.
Oh, when it slows down?
Yeah, so then after it slows down, it does some crazy things afterwards.
Oh, wow. Is this a remix of the song?
I don't think so.
And I know I've heard the song before.
But, like, with how absurdly fast it goes,
Yeah,
but it's
it's
still,
just getting...
like, you know,
Yeah, this is crazy.
but, like, it's still
just-
fun to do.
I can imagine it looks fun. It just gets just throwing blocks at you.
Yeah, but they're actually arranged really well. So that, like, you hit them and you're like, holy shit, I don't know what's happening, but I'm hitting them, you know?
Yeah.
But then it gets to, like, 3 minutes 46 seconds about, and it just, but it's still funny is the thing.
Yeah.
The way it throws the notes at you.
I haven't heard
Yeah,
this
to
song
me,
in years.
yeah, to me, that beat map is funny more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's so stupid. But no, my favorite beat map, like I said earlier, I Wanna Be a Machine. It's actually amazing. Yeah, Beat Saber's a fun game, and it's a great way to trick yourself into exercising.
Yeah, I love games like that. Like that's why I gotta appreciate Pokemon Go trying to do that, especially with this new daily incense thing. It's like, hey, get out there, walk around for 15 minutes, might catch a legendary.
I wish
doing that
I
after
had
3 days.
Pokestops within like a fucking 50-mile radius.
I'm sad to say I live literally on top of a Pokestop.
I mean, of course, I am, exaggerating there, but not by much.
I live across the street from a playground, so I got like four. I got 1, 2, 4. I think I have 4 in a gym. And I still
live in
can't
the
be
middle of
bothered
the
to get out there.
woods, so
You probably don't even have Pokemon spawning.
not really,
Pokemon
no.
spawn depending on how many players are around, and that means that if Nate is playing, then there's a player around, so there will be spawns, just not very many.
So if I took my dad's phone and put it on Pokemon Go and went for a walk, it would count as 2 people in the area playing, and so there would be more Pokemon spawning?
It would count as 2 people, but I don't know if that would increase the number of spawns because it's only 2.
Okay.
Well,
I don't have an issue with the spawns because they like spawn right on top of Pokestops anyways. That music video, though.
Yeah.
Like besides the lore dropping it, that was a very powerful video.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know they had the balls to go that hard.
Oh, they do that all the time.
Like, I wasn't like, I mean, to be so blatant with the message too.
Yeah.
I like, damn, this is why I like Star Set.
Yeah.
One of my friends got to go see them in concert in Syracuse not too long ago.
You mentioned.
I was so. No, this was like recently because she just sent me the videos.
Mm.
It's like, I was like, you were supposed to tell me when they were coming because I wanted to go too.
Oh no. I should probably someday like actually listen to some Star Set songs.
Oh, I mean, you
great.
have when I brought the bot into the voice channel.
Yes, I know. I mean, I'm talking about like listening to them on my own time and knowing it's Star Set songs and really actually listening to them to see how much I like them. That type of thing.
I mean, they are the Nemesis soundtrack.
I know.
I love having to like when I'm playing a game or something or doing work in the background, I love having their music on in the background. I like that.
Hmm?
The background, I like that.
Oh, yeah, I like doing this kind of background.
I've always wondered how you did it. Meanwhile, here I just grabbed the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet background for everything. What brush are you using for that?
Sketch.
Oh.
I use it for texturing more than I use it for sketching.
Yeah, it gives it a really good texture when it's gigantic like that.
Yeah. Oh, wait until you see this then.
Oh, the scaly one, or is that the magma one?
No, this is still the sketch brush.
Oh, wow. I would never have guessed that.
Boom.
I love that background.
Put my tablet away in a way that's not going to tangle up the cords. One more thing before I save this. Just get rid of these for a minute. There. And it's all done.
Looks really good.
Love how you did the palette. It's cute.
Oh, I just realized that's what the paw mark is. That's clever.
It happened to line up that I had the perfect amount of colors.
Now, is there a reason you do the palette like that, or just have the palette on the commission?
One, he asked. Two, it's a good reference for other artists when they're trying to draw the character.
Okay.
Yeah, I really like this.
It came out really good.
Yeah. And with that, I'm going to stop recording because I was still recording. So you guys all heard the outro like a fucking hour ago. So
Yeah.
so I don't have to say anything more. And besides, by the time that you guys hear this, it'll probably be like 2 weeks from now because I've been lazy about uploading. So see you guys all literally whenever. Bye.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.